Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos may always look camera-ready, but behind their flawless complexions and radiant glow is a commitment to disciplined, carefully curated nighttime routines. The couple opened up about their bedtime beauty habits during the February 11th episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. The topic arose after Kelly admitted that she sleeps in a T-Rex position, which causes pain in her arms and hands. Executive producer Michael Gelman then provided Kelly with a solution as he suggested she wrap towels around her arms and fasten them with an elastic band to stop them from bending toward her chest. "I don't know how much more I can subject Mark to," replied Kelly. The TV host then showed the nighttime products she uses, one of which is a jelly face mask. "I sleep in it, and it melts into your skin. And in the morning, I peel it off, and it's like a miracle. I look just like this," she said. Kelly then put on her teeth retainers and a pair of spectacles. "And then I say to Mark, 'So, what do you want to watch tonight?' How much more is Mark supposed to tolerate?" It seems Mark is just as high maintenance as his wife, as he shared that he uses nasal dilators and mouth tape every night. "And then we go, 'Good night, honey,'" said Kelly as she leaned in to kiss her husband. However, Kelly explained that the pair didn't always have such a regimented nighttime routine to help with their morning beauty. "Let me tell you something, because I see there's young people here. I see young people here. We used to be hot and sexy," she shared. "We didn't know it at the time. We had no idea that we were cute in any way. We didn't used to have to take vitamins." She continued, "I didn't used to wear a retainer. I didn't need glasses. I didn't put on hormone cream. I didn't even talk about the hormone cream because the whole rest of me is slippery, too, very slippery. I'm a very slippery person. I go into bed. I look nuts for the love of you people." While their nighttime routines provide the base, Kelly has previously shared that during the day, selecting the perfect foundation, one that delivers a radiant finish and dependable coverage, is a non-negotiable step in her beauty regimen. Kelly previously revealed her go-to beauty product that doesn't settle into her fine lines or wrinkles. Kelly shared a video of herself applying makeup in her stunning vanity room, complete with mirrored walls and elegant ornaments. The talk show host then presented her affordable foundation to the camera. Kelly used L'Oréal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation, $13.99, in the shade C3. Because it's a foundation that's lightweight and feels like a moisturizer, it doesn't settle into my fine lines or my wrinkles. It's not cakey," she continued. "It's got this very natural second skin finish. This is makeup that feels like it's enhancing my routine. It's not making my routine more trouble than it's worth." The True Match foundation contains hyaluronic acid to deliver a more radiant finish and is formulated with up to 6 pigments to ensure a precise match. Kelly's go-to product provides medium coverage, making it an ideal choice for those looking to conceal imperfections without sacrificing a radiant glow. It began as a throwaway moment on set, one of those small human confessions that crack through the lacquer of live television and leave the audience laughing and leaning closer. Kelly mid-segment mimed the posture that had been haunting her nights. Arms folded in, elbows stubbornly bent as if guarding a secret chest. "I sleep in a T-Rex position," she admitted, half embarrassed, half triumphant. The admission got a ripple of laughter from the crew and an immediate, cheerful whoops from the audience. Michael, quick as a stagehand magician, suggested wrapping towels and snaring them with an elastic band so the arms would not fold into the sleep clinch that was turning Kelly's mornings into a small, implacable ache. That was the public beginning of the private ritual the couple had turned into a kind of nightly choreography, less about vanity, more about the ritual, the same way a sailor trims the sails before dark. They had always been camera-ready. The cameras just didn't see the tiny scaffolding that held that look together. What followed on air was equal parts practical demonstration and affectionate teasing. Kelly plucked a clear jelly mask from her bag with the air of someone pulling out last-minute props, pressed it against her face and announced, with the blessed certainty of an evangelist, "I sleep in it and it melts into your skin. In the morning I peel it off and, miracle, I look just like this." She flashed the grin that had launched 1,000 haircuts and 1,000 beauty columns, then fit her retainers into place and adjusted a pair of glasses with a theatrical flourish of someone who had accepted the small indignities of getting older and made them charming. On the other side of the bed, perhaps simultaneously smug and dutiful, Mark introduced his own armor, nasal dilators, and a length of mouth tape, a quiet, clinical ritual that spoke to how seriously he took a good night's breath. The two of them, one ritual loud and glamorous, the other oddly domestic and unabashedly nerdy, kissed goodnight, and a million followers felt like they had been invited into a small, beautifully ordinary secret. This story imagines one of those evenings, after the studio lights have been switched off and the house is settled into the hush that only comes once the public world has folded away. The city beyond their windows might hum, but inside the apartment there is a steady rhythm, the soft clink of jars, the whisper of fabric, the small, efficient machinery of a couple who have been doing this for years. Kelly's bathroom is a room of ritual. There is the vanity, the mirror with its flattering bulbs, the small trays that hold serums in graduated bottles, the drawer by the sink that always has one more sheet mask than you think is reasonable. Tonight she opens that drawer and pulls out the jelly mask she'd shown on air, translucent, glossy, and probably cheerful. She smooths it over damp skin and pats it into the orbital hollows by her eyes, as if tucking them in for bed. She talks while she works, little soliloquies about the day, about a guest who made her laugh, about a throwaway line that landed in the moment. Her voice has the practiced cadence of someone who can riff and still mean what she says. "It's not about changing everything," she says into the mirror. "It's about taking care of the thing that carries you." He waits in the bedroom, sitting on the edge of the bed with an air of amused patience. Mark's routine is quieter to watch, but no less considered. He steps into the bathroom for a minute, returns with a small box of nasal dilators and a roll of medical tape. He handles each item as if it were a component of a time-tested machine. Check the fit, apply the tape with neat fingers, smooth the dilator in place. There is no vanity in it, only an engineering logic that reads almost like tenderness. He makes a show of exaggerating his sniffles, grin broadening as Kelly pretends to scold him for being melodramatic. They have the kind of shorthand that lets them joke and be honest in equal measure. It is the shorthand of a long marriage. Their nighttime rituals read like a map of the lives they have built. Exfoliation and retainer, night cream and nasal strips, a foundation that travels from vanity to daylight like a small, faithful armor. The couple once joked about their younger selves. "We used to be hot and sexy," Kelly told an audience of younger viewers, because it's true. They did not grow up on routines. They grew into them. There is a tenderness in the admission, a wink that acknowledges both the loss and gain of time. Youth had its own untroubled glow, but it came without the hedges and scaffolds that make middle age both honest and inviting in its own way. Night after night, the rituals morph into a performance and then into a lullaby. There is the jelly mask pulling off in the morning like a peeled-back promise, the retainers gently clicking into place, the spectacles that make the late-night readings slightly more serious. Mark's mouth tape may read like a novelty to those who hear about it on TV, but to them it's a sign of priority. Breathing, sleep, the small investments that compound into good mornings. Kelly's insistence on a foundation that sits like second skin, light, hyaluronic, forgiving, speaks to the same thing. It is less about hiding what they are and more about presenting it authentically, framed with a clarity that says, we are taking care of ourselves because we want to be here, fully present for each other. The story deepens in the small, unguarded moments. On one evening, a storm throws a gray hush over the city. The couple is alone in the kitchen, a track of light from the street lamp slanting through the blinds. There is a pot of tea cooling on the stove and a stray towel on the back of a chair. Kelly, face still glossy from the earlier mask, pours 2 cups and carries them to the bedroom like a ritual of warmth. Mark takes the cup with a grateful sigh and then, without the cameras or the audience, asks the question that nestles into the quiet between them. What would you tell the younger you about all this? Kelly laughs, a small, bright sound. That you will be okay, she says. That you don't have to fight time so hard. She adjusts the retainer in her hand, a private admission. Also, she adds with a grin, that a good foundation is not a sin. It's a miracle. Mark nods in solemn.